So I was filming not too long ago. I did a shoot and I was taking everything back out to the car. And I was just looking at my cart and I was just thinking this is too small. The first thing I realized, I didn't realize this until much later, but there's a much bigger version of this cart. I got this cart originally off of Amazon, and everybody in video production has had this cart at some point. We all start off with it, and I actually got mine. I got mine for I think $50. I think because it was damaged, there was a little part broken off when I got mine, but it still worked fine. But never realized there was a much bigger version of this same cart. I was looking for something else and I noticed that they had a larger version of this folding cart. But anyway, I had a smaller version and I realized that I had to get something bigger. I've been on this journey for a while trying to get a larger version. Well, I've been on this journey for a while just trying to change my load in and load out. I am real big on efficiency. I actually pick at those people who take too much gear on set when they're doing shoots. Normally I am by myself. Every now and then I may have someone to help me. But I'm just really big on efficiency. At one point, my stack was looking like this. So in here, I would have my tripods and my lights and my light stands. This was before I started using C-stands. So light stands would be in here, and there would be some other little whatnots in here, little cords and things of that nature. Then of course this right above that was my gun case that I converted into a live streaming kit with the Atem recorder, the cameras, lenses, shotgun mics, wireless, Hollyland wireless, wireless audio, and in this bag, so this bag had the majority of the extra materials. Both of these bags on the outside are, I think the company is Low Pro, and these are really nice bags. But I was tired of just carrying all of these extra bags. This was a case that just had additional grip material in it, and I haven't carried this in so long. I don't even remember what was in this middle case right here. That began to be a pain for me, especially when you're dealing with small elevators. So I got tired of dealing with that, and I started focusing more on the carts. And I ended up here. And then also I changed my cameras as well. Started using cinema cameras instead of the digital SLR cameras. And I always had these camera bags here, but I didn't use them a lot. And I also ended up purchasing this bag, which there's a whole journey with that. I had a video where I tested a bunch of different camera bags, trying to use tool bags as camera bags. I've noticed in the video production industry, if you put video production in the front of it, they're going to charge you a lot of money for it. And these bags, I want to say, are like $140. which is not really worth it. There are tool bags that are more sturdy and probably, I won't say better quality, but definitely more sturdy and a little more useful because they have more pockets than these camera bags. Like this is one of the ones that I purchased here, even though it has buckles instead of zippers, but it allows you to completely open the bag and you're able to just pull the cameras out the top. And so this bag, I want to say was $40, which is a good price. But when I'm dealing with on location live streams, which are kind of smaller than doing live streams for conventions and seminars, it's a little bit less equipment. So my switcher is in here. This is my monitor that I use in this Gator case. And I would normally carry this on my back with a lot of extra grip. So I was just thinking of different ways to be more efficient. I saw someone on YouTube who had these Husky containers and they weren't too big. And I like the fact that you could open them from either side. These are hinges and these are, every connection is a hinge. So you can open from the left side or the right side, which was, it was, pretty cool in theory. But in real time, it wasn't like extremely useful. And then I thought initially that I can carry those on top of the cart, but that didn't work. The cart wasn't long enough. And if I had the longer version of this cart, it would have fit, but I'm glad it did not, because if that would have fit, it would have stopped me from moving forward to some things that I ended up doing later. So I think the next time I went out, I only carried one of these. The cameras would fit inside, but it wouldn't really close. So that was a no-go. And, but I did use these to put lights in it, I believe. I had lights, I had additional cords and stingers and surge suppressor, some other things that I would carry on the bottom shelf. And I would still put the tripods on top of that on this shelf and soft boxes. And I was just trying some different things out, just trying to get to a more efficient place. These were $20 a piece, and I used them a few times and just ended up taking them back. And but I guess, the biggest purpose of this particular thought process was starting my process of being more efficient, creating a more efficient system. So I think I've already posted a video of, determining the bags, different types of bags to use for cameras. And, this was a really short stint of using these cases. I ended up getting another cart, which I will talk about in another video. But, it was me starting to figure out that I had to change some things around. And so that's all I'll cover in this video. And then I believe my next video will focus on the next step beyond this process.